Hi, this is Graham down at Contender Bicycles, here today to do a quick comparison video of the OPEN U.P Unbeaten Path and the 3T Exploro. Both of these bikes are designed to fill the gravel road bike niche that is starting to become really popular these days. Both of these bikes share very similar characteristics in terms of wheel options and tire sizes, and that's because they were both designed by Gerard Vroomen, who has worked extensively for Cervelo. And both of these bikes will run a 700C or 29er wheel with up to a 40mm tire, which is really quite a bit wider than even most cross bikes would handle. And then you can also run a 27.5 rim in here with up to a 2.1 tire. And a 2.1 is maybe a little narrow, but it's definitely a legit mountain bike size. And that lets this bike run really comfortably on paved roads, on fire roads, and even single track. So it's really either of these bikes are bikes that can really handle any ride you want to go out on. In terms of chainring options, that's the next area that these bikes are very similar in. Both bikes use a BB386 bottom bracket, so you can run any 24mm spindle or 386 30mm spindle cranks in here. If you're running a double setup, you can run a maximum of a 36 tooth chainring on the inner ring and a 50 tooth chainring on the outer ring. If you're running either of them one by, then with an offset chainring like SRAM tends to use, then you can run up to a 46 tooth ring. If you're running a flat non-offset ring, you can run up to a 50 tooth ring. If you're running an oval chainring, which is starting to get popular again, you can subtract two teeth from those maximum chainring sizes, and those are the chainrings you can run for oval cranks. Both bikes come with various plugs that change out for running mechanical Di2, one by, and hydraulic setups. These bikes both currently are set up hydraulic with Di2. Both frames feature a hole in the seat tube so that you can visually inspect to make sure that you're running enough seat post in the frame that you won't damage the frame, which is important when you're running these bikes, especially on single track and gravel, because these are very lightweight frames. The 3T uses a proprietary Squaro seat post, and the OPEN uses just a 27.2 seat post. Both frames are designed around running a non-setback seat post. So that's something to keep in mind when you're building these up and trying to get your fit. The OPEN comes in just one frame option with two frame colors. The orange one I have here in front of me, and then a brown color. The frame weighs in at 1,150 grams and is available for $2,900. The 3T comes in two frame options, each frame option in only one color. So the Exploro team that I have on my left here weighs 1,150 grams and retails for $3,000. It also comes in an LTD version, which is 200 grams lighter and comes in at $4,200. The LTD has a more complex layup schedule, so they're able to build carbon out of the frame and not need it to have as much material there. Both bikes come with storage options available for the top tube so that you can bolt a bento box directly to it, so you have easy access to snacks. The 3T is designed to be an Aero road bike, so if you're running it as such, it comes with various bottle mounting options here on the down tube. If you're running it as an Aero bike and you're trying to go for the most Aero build you can, you run your bottle cage at these bottom two bolt holes. If you're running it as more of a gravel bike, more of an all-day kind of bike, then you would slide your bottle cage up to these top two bolt holes, and that allows you to have access to the bolt holes for the seat tube so that you can run two bottle cages. The OPEN here is definitely designed more as all-day, all-purpose bike. It actually has three different bottle mounting areas. There's your standard one on the down tube and the seat tube, and then there's also one underneath the down tube where you could mount a bottle and a cage there. In terms of their geometries, the best way to think about the 3T is that it is a Aero road bike with disc brakes that has a wide variety of tire sizes that you can run in it. And the best way to think about the Open is that it is a all-day bike designed to be ridden on gravel roads and single track. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about either of these bikes, we have a blog post on them at contenderbicycles.com/blog. Keep checking back on our YouTube page for more videos. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and thanks for watching.